In this video, we're going to build a formula using the Countif function, and in the process, we'll be using structured references. In this spreadsheet, we have a section of the spreadsheet where we would like to count up how many sales each of our two salespeople have based on sales in our car sales table. So over here we have a table on our car sales tab, and if we go all the way to the left of this table, you'll see that each sale has a sales rep's name. We would like to count for each sales rep how many sales they have. And I want to use a Countif function to do that. The first thing I want to do is just make sure that my table is named. So I'm going to click anywhere in the table, and then the Table Tools Design tab should appear. I'll click Design, and then over here I have a table name, and right now my table name is Table 1. That's the Excel default table. I'm going to go ahead and change that. So Design, Table Name, and I'm just going to type in here Sales, and then hit Enter. And now my table name is Sales. Let's go to our Totals sheet, and I'm going to click on the cell where I want to put my Countif function, and let's build it. So equal to Countif, and then open parenthesis, and the first thing it wants is the range. And what it's wanting here is, because it's counting, it wants to know what column do you want me to count, and then what is the criteria for including one of the rows in that column. And in this case, because we've named our table, or we know what the table name is, I can use a structured reference. So I'm going to type in sales, and as I type, you'll see that it narrows the list here to just sales, which is the name of the table we just created. So I'll hit double click, or I can just type until the word sales is in there. And then I really like this. This is kind of cool. If I hit my left square bracket, which is a little bit above your return and to the left. Here's my left square bracket. You can see what the character looks like here on my screen. But when I hit it, it opens a list of all of the fields that are in that table. So I know that I'm looking for the rep name Larry Jones. I can double click rep name, or I can click on it and hit tab, either or, and it'll bring it back into my formula. So I'm looking in the column sales rep name. That's my structured reference that gets me the column I want, and then a comma, and now what is it that I'm looking for? What's the criteria? Well, I'm looking for Larry Jones, so I'll click B4, close my parenthesis, and hit enter, and now I have the answer, which is sales rep for B4. And by the way, if I want to copy that down, because I used a cell reference for the criteria and I have just a column using a structured reference, I can just copy this formula down and it'll work fine as well for John Smith. So here I've got it, and I'll copy it down, and both of them have 6 sales